Hopefully you're enjoying this riveting house party that's going on while my parents are out. I am so glad that you enjoyed the movie. I remember reading it in Austin back during COVID lockdown, and I was like, wow, that's probably gonna happen in 2025, and look where we're at. I think the main difference from the book and the movie, in the book, the wife and the baby actually do die. He hijacks the plane and flies it into the network's headquarters and offs himself in the process. The ending is a bit dark and bleak, with this like final act done out of hatred and spite. In the ending of the movie, they're alive and they're reunited, and the network's manipulation is exposed, and the public unites together for the common good, resulting in an uprising. I'm actually kind of glad that they changed the ending to reflect a future where people can come together despite the circumstances, to have this triumphant, coming together and overthrowing evil. That's amazing. And obviously I think we need that kind of messaging now more than ever. I wonder if people don't like the ending of the movie, maybe not even because it's not loyal, like 100% loyal to the book that Stephen King wrote, but I'm even wondering if it's because people just don't believe that is possible anymore. Though I gotta say, I think it always will be. And yes, I do agree that we need more John Browns in this world, and he would probably be just as vilified now as he was back then. I mean, literally, there is absolutely no way that a guy could kill 5 pro-slavery sympathizers and still be out of jail 3.5 years later. That just wouldn't happen. But even then, we all know that he was not the voice. But that is a whole nother video on its own. This is to say that utilizing our collective Benny Gesserit voice and pulling an opposite J6 is probably not gonna happen. Or if it does happen, I don't think it's gonna come from us. It's gonna come from, a generation or 2 down the road. It's so crazy because I used to say that we're about to live in an era where people are gonna completely miss each other. Like, they speak the same language. They also grew up in the same country, but they're gonna be lost in jargon oblivion. They're not gonna be able to communicate effectively in any capacity because someone on the outside of that echo chamber is not gonna be able to effectively utilize vocabulary in a way that's gonna make sense to this person. These people are gonna be living in bubbles that are so impermeable, and they're being reinforced by what they're seeing on social media every single day, multiple times a day, that people are basically not going to be able to express basic ideas to one another. They have no grasp on the language that their echo chamber is utilizing, or vice versa, so nobody understands each other. These are very dangerous times. I don't know how that cannot blow your mind. Just sitting down and getting quiet and thinking about that, I just think that's crazy. It's just extremely depressing to think about the fact that, some kid is just gonna grow up a white supremacist his entire life. He is always gonna have that echo chamber that's gonna reinforce those cruel beliefs, and he will never get out of it because of an algorithm, something that we cannot even touch or feel or taste or sense in any real way. That's wild. Something that we cannot process with our 5 senses. Wild. I also don't think we're gonna have a Kwisatz Haderach in our lifetime, but we've had a few pretty amazing contenders. These kids have made it very, very clear how they feel about all this capitalist, theocratic, oligarchic, tyrannousness. I don't know, I'm trying. Also, Gen Alpha is having trouble reading and knowing their names. So their most intimate and even most embarrassing moments are being uploaded online without their permission or consent. Imagine how much they're gonna wanna resist and dismantle Big Brother type technology and surveillance. I do think it's clear that our 2-party system is not enough moving forward in the future. It's just not. A multi-party, well-integrated political organizational structure, the sooner that we integrate into something like that, the better. And I think that many of us, if not most of us, know that. It's just the thing that people don't want to acknowledge for some reason. It's so frustrating waiting for people to come to terms. Like it took, why were we having conversations about gay marriage when we were in high school? Why did it take that long for gay marriage to pass in 2007 in California? Like, why? I don't know. Why we are so slow when it comes to stuff like this. It drives me absolutely bonkers. Bonkers. Poggers. Poggers. Also, I'm pretty much done talking about Republicans and Democrats, like calling them Republicans and Democrats at this point. I'm done. I just don't think either group deserves like an official title or like the acknowledgement of being a collective group anymore. They've just proven over and over and over again, both of them, just over the last 10 years alone, they are absolutely done serving their constituents, but would rather serve themselves. Whatever, fuck right off. Now, I might call them elephants and donkeys, or Maturin and the spider demon clown thing, or latte sippers and clowns. Don't bother, they're here. One party is trying to capitalize on what was once the largest voting bloc, but it is now so irreversibly broken and, again, just fragmented from the base up. So they're invoking totalitarianism through these white nationalist narratives of cruelty in order to get what they want, even defaulting to fascism in this attempt to keep that sweet white knuckle grip on those poor white conservative MAGA votes, to keep building this highly surveilled, militarized, theocratic oligarchy that we're unfortunately building here. I mean, the other party is I literally cannot make any sense of what they are doing at all, because they aren't doing anything at all. Like what are they being paid to do? We both know that allowing all voices to be heard is the true answer, but we do not live in a country that cares to equitize the voices of everyday common folk. I think it's then that we can avoid the Running Man coming to life, because I don't have anything funny for the end of this video. You know, the future is uncertain, and our relationship may be uncertain, but hey, so's our mental health. But we're still here. But for real though, in all seriousness, I'm glad I'm doing this with you. It's kind of weird, but I'm glad you're here. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye, boys.